This PSA was brought to you by the Peter G Show.
You may have second thoughts after the show.
Don't drink the faucet.
We're really talented. We should get Oscars.
Just pick out a car, for Christ's sake.
No, hi, my name is Peter. I want.
Here's good.
Yeah.
Madam Perry.
I need to get back in the genie bottle.
Louis from Pennsylvania, you're on. He likes it. It's showtime.
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, divorce dad, single dad, divorce dad, single dad, Peter G Show.
It's showtime. Sorry, I thought I had a couple of seconds more. Silly me. Wednesday, February 15th, the day after love, or more love. How the hell is everybody doing? I'm kind of jacked up and ready to go. It's going to be a fun night tonight. Love is in the air, people. Love is in the air, and I can't say that enough, that we need more love daily. I don't think there's enough love in this world, but we're going to have a little bit of fun tonight. I need you to go get your popcorn, go get you your favorite beverage, take a nice comfy seat, and saddle up, because fun is my middle name. And tonight we're going to have my special guest. She was on last year. Haven't seen her in quite a while, but it's going to be a fun show, because I have right here on this show tonight psychic advisor Miss Heatherlawrence. Okay, I'm going to get into some insight on love, life, happiness, and what the universe has to give us, which we need a ton of. Can't say that enough either. There's so much crazy shit going on right now that it's like I don't even want to get started on that. Although I will get started on that sooner or later, and that'll be next week. But we'll talk to you about that in a minute. On a sad note, as we were preparing for the show tonight, I had to hear that Raquel Welch passed away. That is like every man's bummer. Boy, oh boy. I mean, I don't know. You know, she was 82 years old, and I don't know what brought that on or how, but, you know, I don't think there's a male or female. She was a beautiful woman, you know, and I mean, iconic. And it's just sad. We hate losing our heroes, so to speak, even though you didn't see a whole lot of her recently. You know, I tell you, even as she aged well. And, you know, I had hoped that she was going to live into her 90s, and that way maybe, you know, I would still stand a chance. No, that was for me. But again, she was a looker. She was a looker. And it's sad to hear that. We've lost a lot of people already starting the year out, which I'll get into next week. But I just wanted to bring that up because, I don't know, I know it touches home for a lot of people's history. I mean, she was just one of those kind of women, and that floats your boat. And I mean float your boat. But anyway, look, I do want to remind you, speaking of next week, I'm finally going to get, where are we? Next week, I'm finally going to get to have a show for myself to vent. There's so many things. I haven't been on by myself without a guest in over 2 months because we took some time off, and then we started up this month with new guests and all that. But next week is going to be Wednesday, February 22nd. Just you and me, kinda, on this show. We're going to open up the phone lines, talk about a few things. I got so many things I want to gripe about or talk about or laugh about that I don't know. I'm going to have to pick and choose. We probably won't have a whole lot, as much time as I want to, but we will open up the phone lines to like anybody who wants to chime in. It is my birthday before the show, day before the show. So should I survive this, because we all know how crazy I am. And should everything go okay and I make it, we're using the week. Everybody celebrates their birthday week, birthday month, and I'm going to do the same because why the hell not? And but I'm going to bring in, I hope, up close and personal. Where is he? I'm hoping that I'm going to bring in right here next to me for personal in-house commentation, step by step from, yes, you got it right, folks, the Pepster right here. That's right. I'm hoping that I'm going to have him, if he doesn't get arrested by then. That boy drives me crazy. But I think I'm going to have him right here, right next to me, and we're going to just talk about things, and he'll just share the show with me because I swear it's so hard getting him to sit still because he is the busiest man I know in no business, you know, and so getting him to actually appear is quite a task. But I'm hoping that because I know we're spending some time for my birthday, and I'm hoping that he'll stick around and do the show with me because he's a busy guy. But anyway, that's not here nor there. But that's Wednesday, February 22nd, right here on this show. Open phone lines. It's going to be interesting. It's all about whatever and anything and everything. And I'm going to squeeze in as much as I can. Might even go over as I usually do. But that's what I want to do. So that's what we're going to do. Wednesday, February 22nd, right here on the Peter G Show. And I promise you, you'll get a couple of laughs because that boy ain't right. Just a quick reminder. I appreciate you watching the Peter G Show, but for those of you who watch it from all the other different platforms, please go over to the YouTube channel and just hit the subscribe button. Go to Peter G Show on YouTube and just hit the subscribe button. It's free. It's free, folks. Doesn't hurt anything, but they're messing with me. They have, what do you call that? Shadow ban me quite a bit, quite often for doing some shows that they didn't agree upon. And they don't like the truth. And, you know, or at least that's my opinion. But we're still going to show them that people care and they're not stupid. They will, you know, keep me on because it does them good business too. But the problem is I just need to get more people subscribing so they're paying attention. Go, hey, people are paying attention. It's free. It's easy. It takes 5 seconds. Do me that. Do me that solid. And for those of you who don't have the time to watch but love the show and go, because I get emails all the time. They go, Peter, you know what? It's a time of day podcast. Just go and Google Peter G Show podcast. There's almost 200 shows, live shows. Next month we'll be hitting our 200th show. There's almost 300 shows on of podcasts and on YouTube and all that. But Google Peter G Show podcast and pick whatever platform you want to listen to it. Put an earbud in your ear while you're driving in the car. You know, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're on all of them, and then some. So just, you know, you can take the show with you. Do yourself a favor and do me the favor because believe me, there's a lesson in all of this, even when we're goofing around. But anyway, either way, that's all I ask. So with that being said, I'm bringing Heather on in 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes? Yes, I'm bringing Heather on in 2 minutes, but where are we? Oh, yeah. But first, we need to hear from my good friends over at Clean Star Products with their DX1 driver, and I'll be right back.
Let us help you with the high price of fuel. Hello, I'm Ty Thompson at CleanStarProducts.com. We can optimize your engine, saving you money and gas. Here's how. Our program works the same with gasoline and diesel engines. Whether you're using a car pack or SUV pack, the instructions are the same. Add 1 bottle to your engine oil, and each time you change your oil, add 1 bottle to the fuel tank each and every fuel fill-up. It's that easy. You get 10% fuel economy on average, lower emissions, and increased horsepower. DX1 sells for $2 an ounce, so for just a few dollars a fuel tank, you can optimize your engine, saving you money and gas. Come on, give it a try. It's the finest green grade oil in the world from a California environmental company. You're going to feel it when you drive. Order online today. We'll get it out right away. CleanStarProducts.com/shop.
That's right, cleanstartproducts.com. I like these guys because they have something that actually works. All you do is you grab yourself, you go to cleanstartproducts.com shop and order some of the DX1 driver. Let's face it, folks, cars are expensive. Gas, I don't even want to get into it. Gas is stupid. It's just stupid. It's never going to be good, even when it's good, but hasn't been any better. But all you do is go and order some DX1 driver. Look how little this bottle is. This is your average size car. When you change your oil, you put this little bit in the oil. It lasts the whole oil change. And then when you fill up your tank, you put a bottle of this in every fuel fill up. You're going to get 10% better gas mileage, okay? Not only that, are you saving money from paying for fuel, but it does your engine good. More lubricity, reduces friction, helps make your car last longer. I'm a car keeper, and I have a gas hog. I'm going to admit, I have a truck, and I like trucks because we live in California. If there's any emergencies or whatever, I want to be able to roll over things and get out of the way. And it drinks a lot of gas. And this stuff works. It's scientifically proven, and it passes the California emissions control and all the above. And if it can pass California, it'll pass anything. So it's a clean, green product. So do yourself a favor, go to cleanstartproducts.com and you can talk to them if you want more information. They'll talk back to you. Like I said, it just makes good sense and it saves you a bunch of dollars. All right? And that's what I got to say about that. All right, as promised, I'm bringing Heather in. Heather is sitting in the wings, anxiously awaiting with her universal ability to see what's going on. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, she's been on this show several times, but it's been quite a while since she was on, and I am proud and happy and excited to say that she is back on tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, I'll get back in the frame.
There you go. There you go. That's that
And
TV
I come in.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Look, so long as I got you, I'm happy. I mean, because that's all. How is Heather Lawrence?
I'm okay.
I'm
And
okay.
the rest over my finger, that's it.
Yeah. You told me that you injured your thumb, and it's giving you a hard time playing with your cards.
Yeah, it's hard to read with a bad thumb.
Oh, God. Well, I'm hoping that your universal psychic ability is going to be on tune. I know you've been rushing around today because you do a lot of readings for people all day long, and then here you are coming on my little old show. But I'm really glad you're here. Well, yeah, you've been on the past 2 Valentine's days.
Yeah, I have. I remember that.
So you're kind of like my Cupid girl for people. And it's been fun, and I thought, we said let's call her up again and see if she still knows us anymore, and because yeah, well, well, I know, right? And well, that's the whole thing, because every year I keep thinking that we're going to go to get it to a sound stage, and here we are once again. And so the universal question in mind is like, where the hell am I going? Because because I'm still kind of. I know I'm better than what I was a year ago, but I'm still not where I want to be, But again, I don't have that psychic ability, so I just keep on pushing, and wherever life takes us, I'm grateful. So,
yay!
Good. How is the universe?
That's a loaded question. I think it's a bit off right now. Is my take on it. It just seems something's missing, or something is like, oops. Like that just happened. I don't know. Just something's off. I feel like that starting off.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I can tell. I don't even have psychic ability, but I can tell you there's a lot of shit that's off.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you need to be psychic to figure that part out.
I mean, I just pray for people to pay attention to what's going on. But it's hard. Life has gotten tough this past couple of years, and between from going for the whole COVID thing. Yeah.
As a pet child. It's a child walked by.
I thought that was a lizard.
Close.
One of those peeping lizards is like, that's funny. That one's going down on tape. I mean, that one's I'm bringing that in on the short clips.
Okay.
So anyway, Yeah, life is kind of a bitch. I mean, I'm gonna, pretty much put it out there. And I don't know, you've been reading a lot of people. What is it that most people are looking for when they're talking to you and asking questions?
Well, I mean, so many different things, but most of it is there's a lot of love, like what's going to happen with a certain person, their careers, really, those two are the biggest. They
Wow.
ask about, people around them, what's coming in, what's going, what should they do? It's so many things, but those are the basics, I think.
So I'm shocked that, so if you were to say, like, what is your most acquired, like, questions? I mean, what is your specialty? Because I've realized that a lot of, mediums and psychics and mystics and all that, I've learned a lot this past year. Last year, I had almost somebody on every month for about 7-8 months. And I've really realized that everybody operates differently. It's kind of like being a musician. You have all different calibers of musicianship, and they all kind of function differently. What do you think is your strongest point that you do that you really feel like this is really my narrative, but I can also kind of touch on this and that?
Dang, he's showing you a Lego. Okay, that's good. Thank you. It's that. That's my strong point, is acting like everything's fine. No, what is my strong point? I think leading people in the right direction is really my strong point, is giving good advice on what to do with what I see.
So what you're telling me is, like, it's not necessarily just love lives or the future, or because believe me, I need somebody on my future because I know where the hell I've been already. I pretty much
Right, exactly.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
But and so I'm always interested on, like, what the hell am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? Because sometimes
Right.
things are in front of your face and you just don't see it. You could be crying and you don't hear yourself crying, or things like that. But but I've had psychic and mediums that they really, really only talk to deceased people, which some people think that's really weird and not real or not. But
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's just it's not weird. It's just a hard concept for people to grasp. I mean, I talk to animals and I can hear people on the other side. I mean, most people can, but it's like someone explained it like this: is like if your crown right here, the crown chakra is open, that the people on the other side see it as like a light and they speak into the light. So it's not like they're picking you. They don't know who you are. They just see the light on. It's like a taxi cab. They flag you, you're flagging them down sort of. And they
yeah.
speak into that.
Again, it fascinates me. I've always been fascinated with this, and I just talked to a kind of a close friend. We played in, he played in one of the first bands I played in when I was like 16, 17 years old. And ironically, from the Gulf Coast. And then all of a sudden, 30 years later, we find out we're only 40 miles away from each other here in the West Coast. And so I just had a conversation with him the other day, and he doesn't believe in any of that. And he's an engineer, so, and I don't mean
Well,
to
yeah,
train him.
that makes sense.
Yeah, and
Because
he
it's
just thinks
logic.
he thinks when you die you become. And I said, you think when you pass away that you just become earth food, worm food? And he goes, well, yeah. I go, I kind of, and I started just
Well, that's
dripping.
the body. He doesn't understand the soul. So the soul is not the body.
I get it, but sometimes you're preaching to the choir and like you're trying to
You're
get
not
somebody.
your body. You're not your body. So you can't be your body. You're the soul. You're the soul, not the body.
I'm there with you. And then sometimes I'm going, I don't mean to say like, well, you got to get somebody to prove it to you, but you have to have the right person. I don't mean prove it, but just verify. I mean, if there's things that you were to tell them that only they would know about, somebody else or this and that, that kind of like, well, how the hell does that happen?
Right, because that's the clarification. Yeah, that's the I forgot the word, but that's the word. That is what is how you know, right? You would know only because they know, only because you only know that answer. So how would I know that answer if I don't know you, or I don't know anything about you, or whatever it is? it's like that's how you know, right? It's confirmation. That's the word.
Yeah, confirmation, verification, all that. And exactly, and like I've talked to a few of these people that I believe in, and they go, "Listen, it's not my job to convince them. I just do what I do, and it's
Yeah.
up."
Plus, you shouldn't do that.
I
Bad
know,
things.
but sometimes like you care about somebody so much, and you go, "I need you to open your mind," because I go, "Well, and I told them, I said, you'll find out sooner or later, but
Right.
it's just. It's changed me as a person. I've just to understand that there's more than this. Although I kind of like this, and I'll be very kind of missing this, even though I don't know what I haven't missed before. But when you leave your friends and family and stuff, it's kind of that thought is kind of sad. Although it's a different perspective, in the future.
Yeah. I try not to
Well,
think about it. It's a bad thing to think about, but I think.
I think about everything. That's my job. That unfortunately, but
Yeah, that's true.
it's
I think it's just, it is, like you said, the proof is in the pudding in the end. So you can see if someone's right or they're wrong. It'll always present itself, the answer. So
I know.
I don't worry about it.
I don't worry about it either. But at the end of the conversation, we had a mutual friend that we used to play music with, and he passed away many, many years ago, way too young. I said, well, one way or another, I said, you're going to find out. And I said, and if so-and-so is sitting there and he goes, yeah, I've been waiting for you. It's just, I go, but then, it's like, how are we going to know? I go,
it's so hard to know. It's hard to know the confirmation, but through confirmation, that's the only way to know.
I know. Anyway, just, I've changed over these past few years. I think as you get older, you either get more stubborn or you open up and get softer and more, more visual and acceptive of things that possibly you don't know. So I'm all good with that. Anyway, so tonight, here's what I want to do. We had one of the last shows that we did something like this. I had a contest and people had to write in, and then we did a drawing and we pulled some names of people to have a reading. Well, I had a cancellation on one of them, and I promised a couple of people. I said, listen, I'm going to keep you on the list. I said, should I do this again, which I knew I would eventually, should you be available, I'm going to bring you in and let you get a reading from whoever's on the show, which happens to be you with our Valentine's Day after Valentine's Day, on whatever they want. So if you're okay with that, I'd like to put them on the line and
okay.
I just because I think that'd be kind of good and let you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do right now. So let me see if I got her on the line. Let's hang on one second. Okay. Hey, Carol, you there?
Yes.
Hi. How are you?
Hello. I'm doing fine.
Okay.
I love the show, and thank you so much for having me on. And also, happy birthday.
Well, it's coming up, so don't rush it. But thank you. That's next week. But okay, I promised that I was going to bring you back on, and I did, and I'm glad you're available because I felt really bad when I wasn't able to put you on when we were supposed to, but life happens. So on the line, I have Carol, and you're from the Gulf Coast, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So Heather, I got Carol on the line right now.
Okay.
You can hear her. You hear her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to just sit back and listen and let you guys have at it.
Okay. Hey,
Carol?
how are you?
Hi, I'm doing fine. Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
So what's on your mind?
Okay. I was married for a long time, and now I'm not. And
Dane?
And I was wondering, what my future holds. What you saw for my future.
Okay, as far as what goes? As far as
love, yeah, and I'm hoping for positivity and a lot of good stuff to come.
okay, let me take a look at your love life. Okay, I'm going to turn my back for a second.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me turn my back. Okay. Okay, so let's see what's coming in for you. Dane? He's loud.
Kids.
We all have them.
Say your first name again.
Carol.
Carol.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. Oh, it talks about your work right now, working. What color's your hair? Is your hair gold color, brown?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it talks about your work right now. What's going on with your work?
I'm retired.
Okay.
I
Well,
take care
all
of
right.
my
I see that. Well, here's
grandchildren.
what it says is this. It's like, did you do anything in the legal field?
I've done many
Mhm.
different fields over the years. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, this is what I think. Is that you're sort of like, because your work is behind you. Hold on. Your work is behind you. That's what it says. It's behind you, right? So now you have this opportunity in life, right, to do something different.
Yes.
So I would say it's saying it's time to resurrect this and part of your life again. So it's like you're starting like a new job, and the job is getting out there in the world, right?
Yes.
So it's like you got to get out there. I feel like, hold on a second, let me see something. Were you married for a long time?
Yes, I was.
What happened?
It ended.
Yeah, it just ended. Okay, so I can see that. Did you ever go to marriage counseling with this person?
No.
I feel like there's something about that relationship that you need to sort of clear out. Does that make sense? Was it like a
we're
bad
still
ending,
good
or was
friends.
it like, did it
No,
bother you?
no mutual. No mutual. It was bothersome, but any divorce is so.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I think it's like
Yeah.
you could do it. Maybe there is somebody like let's see, cycle in the beginning. Hold on. I think it's like you got to open up your communication skills. I don't know how to do that. That could mean like online dating, something like that. But it's all about communication right now for you, because
Mhm.
you're bringing something back, sort of, right? Like you haven't started looking yet, right?
Well, no, I've kind of left it in God's
Yeah.
hands.
Okay. Well, that's good. Good to do that. That's very important. But God needs help. He's saying, well, you can do that, but while He's helping you, you've got to get out there and do the work too.
Yes.
Because while
Okay.
we wait and say, well, God's going to take, God says, well, okay, that's fine, but we're partners, so you got to get out there and create something like movement with
Right.
communication. It won't show up at your door. So that's what it's saying. So I was like, what's going on here? It shows you like you're waiting for a sign, it says. And I was like, well, what sign are you waiting for? Whoops. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Yes, I
So
do.
a sign,
Mhm.
waiting for a sign from God, is God's sending the sign. He's like, I sent the sign and you didn't get it. So let me see if you start movement, what happens.
Okay.
Okay. Because it's yeah, okay, this is good. There's somebody around you. He's really tall. He's a friend from the past. I feel like there's somebody from the past.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you really look. You're gonna be really, if you really get out there. There's a couple people. I feel like. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so they're saying like this is. No, you're fine, Carol. It's like
Okay.
job interviewing. They're saying for you. Not to see you, just to hear you. Do you know what I'm saying? This is a job. Okay, that's why I got the job first. When I first started talking to you, it was like the job. I go, okay, now this is your new job. It starts your interviewing process. You're interviewing for a mate right now, is what it's saying. Because there's a couple. This is going to be good for you. I'm telling you. Once you start this process, don't worry about it. I think this is good.
Right.
I think it's time. But I do say you got to start the initiation. You got to get out there. It sounds typical to say you got to get out there. But for you, really, this is not a joke. Because once you start, it starts moving.
Mm-hmm.
So
that sounds positive. That sounds positive. So good.
No, it is. I think you're going to have some really good luck. Because it shows it has a job interview, it's good, and then I think you end up with something. You got a lot of choices. You must be really cute because there's a lot of men here.
Well, thank you so much.
But I'm saying just start the movement and you'll be fine.
Okay. Awesome.
But that you just have to recognize you haven't done it yet, and if you wait for a sign from God, you're going to be meeting him in person. And then he'll say, I sent you. There's a old saying. It says a man was drowning, and then a helicopter came by, a boat came by, and he said, no, I'm waiting for God. And then he ends up in heaven, and God says, well, what happened? I was waiting for you. He said, I sent you a boat, a plane, and a truck, you dummy.
I've heard that one for all my life. Yes.
Yeah, he said, I did. That was the sign that I sent you that. I wasn't going to come down and personally hand you a rope myself.
Right.
Those
That's
people
exactly
working through
right.
God. They're working through God. God sends those people. So he's saying, I'm sending the people. Could you answer the door? Because otherwise, you're just like, I hear a knock. Oh, well, maybe God will let me know to open the door. God's like, oh, good, forget. I'm busy. I got to help that psychic Heather. She's got I got things to do, he's saying. I got to work with her right now. So let me get back to you. But so get out there. That's my advice. Yes.
Nice. Carol?
I appreciate that. Yes.
Anything that Heather's hitting on is touching base?
Oh yes, that it's the way it needs to be, and I've completed one thing, and now it's on to the next, and I've had enough time, and so it's time to open the door.
Yeah.
Yes,
I get it,
but it's a good thing because it'll work. It's actually on your path, so it's not something that I'm just saying. It's actually good. I would say no, but go for it. Yeah, this is a good thing.
Yes.
But all I'm saying, Carol, did she touch on things that only you would know, or kind of things that were already going on in your mind?
Yes, very much so, because where I am, it's like what she was saying. I've done the work, and now it's time to move on to the next thing. And like I said, I see very positive for my future. And that was just a confirmation.
It's a confirmation that you're on the right path, but you got to get out. You got to take the steps. You got to walk toward the door. That's what it's saying. It's all it was really saying.
That's right. And I understand that because I was in a relationship for a very long time.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now it is a whole new ball game.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. But I think it was just you got to kind of have to go through that, and then make the decision to do this because you were in that. I saw that. You were used to one thing for so long, so it's different.
It's hard as everybody gets older. We don't hang out as much and do things. But Carol, again, I hope that this fulfilled something that would make you feel better and hope that reassure that you're on the right path. I hope.
So much so. And Peter, please know that, you do so much good for so many people. And Heather, you as well. So
you're sweet. You're the nicest person, Carol.
No, thank you. Well, like I said, we're all in this together. So any help we can give each other, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, because you should be encouraged to move forward.
Heather has a completely different gift that I don't have. I just have experience. She's got beyond the knowing. So combined together, we're pretty strong. But I hope this helped you out, and I thank you
Sure.
for being part of the show and for being a loyal a viewer and to this show. And again, we'll check up. Maybe you can tell us some good stuff in the future. How about that?
I sure will.
All right.
Thank you so much for having me on.
No, I love
Have
you.
a blessed. I love you too.
All right,
Have a
so-
blessed evening.
Hey, Carol, what's your favorite show?
The Peter G Show.
Ah!
That's
All right.
right.
All right, I love you. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Well, there you have it. Another satisfied customer.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I like it. Are you feeling? Are you still feeling it? Can I take one more call?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that I want to get one more call in if we can. I mean, we got time, but I don't want to wear you out. I know you've been doing it all day long, and then you're running home to, you got parent responsibilities, which again, I truly appreciate it and understand that. But it kind of is what it is. But let me check real quick. On the phone, I should have Donna. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
On the phone, I have Donna from Idaho. Complete different part of the country right now. And Donna, you are talking to Heather, so I'm going to step away and you guys go at it.
Hi.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
How are
What's
you?
going on? What do you want to look at?
Well, I'd like to take a look at love and finance.
Okay. Love and finance. That's good.
Juicy.
What?
It's juicy conversation.
Okay, let's look at your love life first, okay?
Okay.
So it says there's good news coming, like there's some message coming to you. Were you talking to someone at the moment, like a friend?
I have male friends, but nothing romantic.
Okay, it shows a friend, like friend. But it's good because whatever it is, they are a good friend, I feel like. They're going to be like a good friend. So it may start out like a friend. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what it's saying. But let me find you in here. Okay. Oh. Are you blonde or no?
No. Brunette.
Brunette. Okay. Gold or dark?
No. Mid brown.
So
Not
like
too light, not too dark.
Okay. Do you have any red in your hair?
No.
No. Okay. Just trying to rule you out. Okay. Let's see. Well, do you have a good friend, a good girlfriend or something that you chat with?
I have a couple close girlfriends.
You see that. So you're talking to somebody. It's like you have all these people around you, this group. Are you going to a wedding soon or something? Is there a wedding, something around you?
Nope.
I feel like there's something like wedding. Let me see. Oh boy. Were you ever married?
Yes. Years ago.
Yeah, it's like, it's showing like for you, you are really looking for this solid foundation. Like that's what you're used to it saying. Like you're looking, that's why I think you're kind of like, well, I don't know. Because you're looking for this certain thing. Is that right?
Well, I definitely have ideas of what I'm looking for in a
Yeah.
romantic partner.
Yeah. So this is what it is. It just shows that you're sort of, this is what's going on. I do think there is someone you could meet around you. What is age group? You looking 40s to 50s?
More in the 50s.
More in the 50s. Okay. Because I think you could get married again.
I'd like to.
Yeah, because you know why? Because you're like the marrying kind. That's what I feel like you are. So if you did it once, you can do it again. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
remember that. Stay in that energy that you had when it first. That do you know what I'm saying? Stick to your guns about what you want. Like wanting that kind of a situation. Because that's what you're going to bring towards yourself. Because I feel like you're more comfortable in that setting. Is that right? Are you there?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I do feel like you can meet someone. He's probably he could be in his mid 50s, 54 to 58. Is that okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's great.
But I feel like he's around a group of people that you already know. Do you go out with these people?
No, actually, I haven't been going out a whole
Well,
lot.
you need to go out.
Yes.
So I feel like if you go out and you go out with a group of people, maybe that's better for you. Like if you're going to go out, this is how you meet this person.
Okay.
So it's like saying to make a plan. And your friend, like you have this friend who will help you. I don't know who this friend is. She's kind of like a counselor. Because it's like, for you, for some reason, being in a group is better when you go out, say?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? You do better and more relaxed if you're around people you know. Or maybe people you could introduce you and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So yours is definitely group oriented. Travel in a pack. So I do think it's possible for you to get married again. Yes.
Heather, you're just going to have to start a group. I mean, not Heather. I mean, Donna.
Well, she has friends. She has friends.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to put the band back together.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. You, again, it's the same thing as Carol, right? You have got to get out there. It's in your future, but you have to open the door and get out there. You just sitting, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So you got to push on.
Get out there and shake that booty.
Yeah, because it'll happen if you go out.
Okay.
And you can end up getting married again.
What about the finances part? Anything?
Okay, let's look at the finances, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. How about your money, okay? Hold on. This is real hard.
Okay.
Just like, okay. Sorry. I'm moving and it's moving. Okay, hold on.
How's that thumb holding up?
Oh, it's okay. It's bandaged. So I feel like there's some kind of like, now it's showing like a little heartbreak around you. What's that?
I guess a relationship I had years ago.
Yeah, it just shows a heartbreak. I don't know why it came up in your finances. Did somebody handle the finances for you?
No.
Or you did? I don't know what the heartbreak is. Some kind of heartbreak, and it's around the finances. Have you been on vacation recently, or do you want to go?
I went on a vacation recently.
Okay, yeah, it shows that. Shows your vacation. I mean, I think you're okay, you're able to take vacations. It's like you get by. It's saying you make it, but you want to end some cycle of something. You're like, I need to move on. Is somebody sick around you? I feel like somebody was sick.
Not that I'm aware of.
Weird. Well, also what really the good news for you is it's about you can really do better financially with your thinking. It's like really try to reach higher than you're reaching. Because I feel like that's something you really want to do. You actually are okay. Because you can manifest stuff really easily. I feel like you're able to do stuff. You just got to get out there and do it. Because you're like, you make your wishes come true, it says. Does that make sense?
Interesting.
Because you know what I'm saying? So if you want to go on vacation, a lot of people don't go on vacation. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like a wish fulfillment. So a lot of people sit around and are like, God, I got to take a vacation. They'll never go on vacation because they'll never have the money to go on vacation. So you create, your finances are fine. You've just got to keep moving forward and get more, like reach higher. Because you're like, it's like being a go-getter almost. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, maybe something in,
Yeah.
do you own real estate or do you want to buy something or?
I do own my own place. Well, the bank and I.
Yeah.
But
Welcome
I
to the
think
club.
like you can make some choices, like maybe invest in something or I don't know. There's something around this vacation that triggered something. It's saying. I don't know. I mean, you want to retire?
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, take it.
It talks about retiring. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like I think you're okay. I really do. You have a lot. Do you still work?
Yes.
Okay, because you have all these people around you. I don't know. You just got to keep going because you're a successful person. The only thing I think is sometimes you may lose your drive a little bit when you think too much.
Okay.
So when you start thinking too much, then you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. All right, this isn't going to last, right?
Yeah.
Stop doing that because you got to look back to the past and say, okay, I made that happen. I'm going to make it happen again. The universe wants you to reach higher. They're like, go up more. They want you to grab for the brass ring, whatever that means in your job, or they want you to keep going and sort of, because you're sort of ending a cycle now and you have to make a choice about something it's saying. So you hit some plateau financially, and now you got to make another choice. Whatever that be, your next venture.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think so. Yeah, I'm thinking about everything you're saying.
Yeah, it's hard. I know I'm talking and you're like, what the hell is this lady saying? But it's about now you've hit the, like, you know, you have this investment, now you're going to another one to get more. That's really what you got to do now. You've hit an end of a cycle. Now you got to make another choice in your financial life.
Okay.
Got it?
I think so.
I mean, you may not think it makes sense now, but it.
Yeah, well, later. Like it's hard to, like, you know, I'm just only see what I see, and that's it. And so I think for you, you're fine. It says like you really in the past, you've done a lot of healing, you've done a lot of things, and now it's like they're like, next, what's next? It ain't over yet. You get it? There's something else coming, which will bring you more vacations and more things like that. But you've got to make a choice. Again, you're just going to stay where you're at. They're like, okay, what's next? You've done it before, and how are you going to do it again?
Okay.
Right? Like people in business, they're always having to what? People in business, they always have to think of the next thing. Like Mark Zuckerberg, he started Facebook, then he got Instagram, then Meta, and then he bought the little voice thing. He's not just staying with Facebook. Do you understand? Like he started with Facebook, but he, even if he made millions or what he did, or billions, I don't know what the hell he's got, he still got something else because he knows better. Do you understand that? It doesn't just work for Zuckerberg, it works for everybody. If he just sat with Facebook and just did Facebook, I'm not so sure. Yes, but no. He was like, oh, I got to get more if I'm going to keep up my lifestyle of the rich and famous. Same thing with Oprah. Oprah can sit back all day, but does she? She bought Weight Watchers. Do you get it, what I'm saying? These people aren't sitting there like resting on their laurels like, oh, I did Oprah, I'm Oprah, I own. She bought a network, then buys Weight Watchers. And you could say, oh, well, Oprah has the money. It doesn't even matter. She started out with nothing. But
how's that working for her?
Well, whatever. She keeps going.
Watchers.
But she doesn't have to. Listen, she doesn't have to. That's why you're seeing it in front of your face. You're like, wow, she bought Weight Watchers. Why? Because she's smart.
I get it. Donna, anything?
Yeah.
Worthy of
No, I'm totally thinking about everything you're saying and just
I know.
thinking
Just
about how
soak it
that
in.
applies to my life, and
It's just soaking it in. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't know why I tell people stuff. This is what I'm telling you, because that's what I hear to tell you. So I don't even know what I ever say to people. I have no clue. I don't think about it, but it just comes to me. And this is what I'm supposed to tell you.
Here's the beauty of it. She can take it and she can listen to the show over again because, you know, it's going right now. It's probably blown right past her head. You know, I've been there, done that every day. But now
it's actually simple information. It's just hearing it. You know, it's not like some big revelation.
Exactly.
Most psychic readings are pretty basic if they're any good. Right? They're bland. Like, you know, Peter, when I go to Eleanor, like she'll tell me, you're going to the dentist. I'm like, what? How does she know I was going to the dentist? But she knew I was going to the dentist.
She's getting up there in age too, and
I know. But you know what I'm saying? Her information's so basic.
I forgot. Yeah, that
we
both know her. Yeah. Okay, Donna, I hope that this makes some kind of sense. And again, you can listen to the show over and over again to get affirmation. And maybe I'm hoping that, you know, things are going to start putting things together, and you'll write back and say, hey, you know what? She was spot on. I just didn't realize it when she was talking to me.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
Hey, Donna.
Yeah, I hope it helps. We hope it helps. Yeah.
Favorite show, Donna?
The Peter G Show, of course.
That's such a cheap ploy, but I'll take it. I love you, and thank you for paying attention and being part of this show. And again, I we'll talk in the future. Okay.
Okay. Thanks again.
All right, I love you. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
You're a good girl. I know that, like I said, it's been a long day for you and doing stuff, but listen, I haven't even put up the show phone number, and apparently there's people that still know it, and they're blowing up the phones on you. You know what I mean? And we're running out of time. And I said they told me that there's a lot of commenting going on the comments, and I'm going to tell you what. Let's see what's going on here. Something about. You got a couple of fans that I guess are following you as well, from what they told me. I can't. Do you see any of these comments? Can you see them too? Okay. Anyway, there's some. Let's ask Heather to pull some cards for blah blah blah. Stan, but how you holding up? You okay, Heather?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm fine. I'm sorry.
I,
was
I,
like, what?
I know you got things to do, and again, I appreciate it because we took you. I brought you from your workspace into your home to
It's always that way.
come and do this.
Yeah,
And
I think it's just helping people is good. You want to help people more than like. That's why being a psychic is weird because people don't really understand.
Everybody wants you. There's
what
somebody
psychic is.
somebody by the name of Ann Iva. Heather, do you see a good communication with Bob? I emailed him.
Okay, let me see.
Okay.
With Bob?
There you go, Ann. Please subscribe because I picked you I hope that you give you something good.
Okay. This just keeps flying out of my.
No, I'm gonna get you an extension cord next.
Well, this is not as prepared.
No, I know. Then
I can't even brush my hair because of my finger. I can't do anything with my finger, so it's been really rough for me.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm having a struggle with this since my job is using my hands. I'm really having a hard time. With
Ann wants to know. Do you see good communication with Bob?
Okay, let me take a look for you. Right here. Yeah, I see like an invitation coming, so that looks good. Oh, she's not there, right?
No, she just commented on the comments.
Okay, all right. Well, let me just tell you really quick, okay? Because I'm gonna flip it out. Yeah, I feel like it's fine. Yes, I do. Yes. That sounds good. Yeah, something maybe. I mean, I can't talk to her, so I'll just tell her yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Heather, her question was, Heather, do you see a good communication with Bob? Okay. Yes. The answer is yes. Okay. And it's killing me because they're blowing up the phones, or they were blowing up the phones. Well, the show phone, which I haven't even put the number up there at all, and that's really odd because we haven't done that since last year, December of last year. But I'm putting it up. The first phone caller that calls in real quick, and we'll get a random caller at 818-259-7983. I will answer that call, and 818-259-7983 with Heather. Let me go here. 818-259-7983. I will answer that call. You will get one more because we got to go. I'm already over there at the top of the hour.
Okay, one more. That's it.
There you go. This is it. Hi, on your phone. You're on the line with Peter G. Show. Who's this? Oops.
Xana.
Who's this?
Xana.
Xana with an X?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. What's your question for Heather?
Heather, my question, do you see a romantic relationship for me anytime soon?
Okay, let me see. Anna, right? Anna.
Xana.
Xana. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, Xana.
I know. That's
like
exotic.
Xanadu.
Exactly.
Yes, good news is coming. Somewhere around some good news coming around like maybe the end of the month or something. Okay, hold on.
You mean like romantic news?
Yeah, it says like there could be like an invitation coming to you toward the end of the month. Okay, let's see. What color is your hair? Is it
Naturally brown, but I'm blonde.
Brown. But you're blonde now, right? Do you have a lot of girlfriends?
No, I don't. Actually, I don't have many girlfriends.
Who are these women? Eesh. Do you have a lot of people do you work?
At this time, I work from home, so kind of lonely.
Aw. I wonder what this is. What the heck?
You don't have to be lonely.
Oh, I see you now. Okay, I got you. I think I see you in here. Okay. Yes, now I see you. Okay. I got the wrong one. All righty. Do you go to the doc? Have you been to the doctors recently?
Yes, that's true.
Something is upsetting you. Do you have children?
Well,
Children?
yes, my daughter is upsetting me sometimes.
Yeah, it
Yes.
says something. You're mad at your kid. Something is you're angry. It says being mad. You have an. Is she around her dad? Is there a dad or something?
She loves dad more than she loves me for some reason, but it's
Oh
not.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
I see that.
upsetting to me.
Yeah, I can see that. I think it's like you got to get away from that situation because it interferes with something for you. You know what I'm saying? The energy, but it looks like you have your back to it a little bit. You got to let go of the stress. Take a break from stress is what you need to start with. And there is a guy. I do see another guy. It talks about he does like investments or something. Are you thinking about taking a trip?
In summer, summer or fall. So I was thinking, but didn't make any solid plans.
Okay, we'll take a trip because it's around that time frame.
Maybe September, October, maybe early. I don't know, but not until
Yeah,
summer.
they think that's the time frame you'll meet this person.
In
around the
summertime.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's just
Is
like
it going
they
to
want
be
you to take
something?
Huh?
Is it going to be something long term?
You know what? Yeah, I think it could be, but it's saying something they might need long distance from you. Because you may meet them on this trip or something when you travel, and then they could be long distance. But that doesn't mean anything. I don't think it's bad. I mean, it could be long term. It could be. But I feel like it's around the time of the trip. Yeah.
But it's someone new, not anyone that I know already, right? It's just someone new.
I think it's somebody new. It's probably somebody new. I mean, there is a bit of a past attachment I see too, but maybe some. What did you do for work?
I do some research.
What?
Research.
Research.
Oh, research.
Research, yes.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. He's showing me something around the work. Do you talk to people long distance on the phone?
Not really a long distance, mostly on the computer.
Just on the computer you do. Okay. Well, he's not on the computer. Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that could last, but it looks okay. He might be long distance. That could be the only glitch. But it doesn't look bad. But I feel like you need to let go of stress and the situation with your kid and the ex. You got to let that go because it's causing you stress and doctor appointments.
And do you think that my health will improve because my stomach was giving me lots of problems?
Yeah, I saw that in the
Right.
doctor's thing, but I feel like it's going to get better if you let go of stress. The stress causes a lot of acid in the stomach.
Yeah, that's true.
So the point is, if you don't get so involved with the arguments with the kid and the thing, it's going to help. They say you need a break.
Stress is a killer. Stress is tough.
Yes, that's what I think.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm running out of time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I hope
It's been
that
great.
Thank you for watching. Again, I love you for paying attention. So keep on paying attention. We keep doing more of this stuff. I think I'm going to end up starting a dating show. I swear.
I know you should.
Sure.
You can do it because I'll be your hub.
There you go. Love is in the air. All right, I'm gonna let you go, and then I gotta let Heather go here.
Sure.
In a second. So
Thank you. Thank you both.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Heather, you are in demand. You know, everybody wants to hear stuff because you have a gift that not many people have, and so you're in high demand. I mean, nobody cares about what the hell I got to say. They want to know what's going on.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
No, people just want, people like, every time I would go to parties, or someone would hire me for a party and they'd be like, do you think anyone's going to read? I'd said, you better.
Yeah.
We're not getting out of here till tomorrow morning.
Yeah. The whole room.
The line is going to be down the hall. I had 4-hour waits.
Yeah.
When I done parties, I have people wait hours.
Yeah, I get it. So let's do this
Hours.
because again, you've been so cool with me through the years, and I still haven't actually met you, and we're only a few miles away.
No.
But I want to do this. I want to let people know how they can get a hold of you, and I hope this is still the same way because I forgot to ask you. But they can get a hold of you and get readings from you on the phone or in person at www.heathertheadvisor.com.
Yes, it's heathertheadvisor.com to book an appointment.
Right. Well, tell them, and they can find you in person if they want to.
Yeah, in person, I'm at the Liberate Yourself in Sherman Oaks.
Wow, but you do stuff over the phone and on your own. You don't have to be visual. Okay.
It doesn't have to be. It's all the same. It's preference. Some people just like to look at you. They like to see the card, see what you're doing. It will not change the outcome of the reading, my friends. You were like, I have to see you. I said, why? It's not going to do anything. It's not. There's nothing. It's just, but do what you like. If you like to see someone in person, then I get it. I like to too. I like to sit down with somebody, but the reading's always the same.
Right.
It's not the universe isn't going to change the answer just because you're looking at me.
Well, some people like a picture. Like I said, everybody works differently, And,
so whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I don't care either way, to be honest. It's whatever you like.
And as usual, and I've seen this watching other people's shows and things like that do online, because I've accumulated a really great handful and great relationships with some other psychic mediums and stuff too. And, people are typing and they want to be heard and they want to be, read and this and that, and you can't get to everybody. And it's like, so everybody feels this self-entitlement, like pick me. I get it. But
it's draining for the psychic because you don't want a tired psychic and you don't want an annoyed psychic. Right. That's not good because, it's too over. That's why reading too much isn't good because, it becomes exhausting for the reader because it looks like you're doing nothing, but you're doing quite a bit. You're having to hear so much going on.
Just from experience, I've just learned that, like I said, because I can't keep up with the comments because I'm focusing on you and they're feeding me some things, and it's like, God, I wish we can get to everybody, but we can't. This happens not only during this show, this happens during a lot of shows, but the thing is, you keep watching, and again, it's just life is what it is, and it's not they want affirmation. They want that tell me that everything's okay, and sometimes it's not always okay. And
I had one of those today. Yeah, I know. It's just, but you don't want to lie to people because then it's not. It's you want to give them guidance with the information that you're giving them. It's like a doctor giving diagnosis they don't want to give. How do they give that diagnosis? So they need to be, approach it in a way that helps the person.
I've had people that some of these mediums that have told me, they go, there was things that like they're not going to live very long, and they go, and I don't want to tell them that, and things like that because it's not their place. But everybody wants affirmation, and I'm sorry, like I said, we only have so much time. I'm already 10 minutes after the hour, but I do want to thank you for coming on to the show. And again, for those of you who want to get a hold of Heather, it's real simple. It's like, it's not like you're affordable. It's like you're not asking crazy money. Some of these I've got, I
oh my God, some people are out of their minds on TikTok. Well, it's like $300. You're like, what? For what?
Keep going. I got more. I know people, I think they're amazing. But it's just like life is, we're all struggling just to buy eggs.
I think it's too hard. The economy is terrible right now. And I don't think people are really, to be honest, spending a lot of money on readings because it's a want, not a need. You don't, but it can help in these times, I think. But so it's kind of worth the money because you get the guidance that you need. But I'm not an arm and a leg. I don't think so.
No,
I've had more experience than most of these people.
you're very reasonable. And again, people want this affirmation. Michael Schwartz, good to see you back, sir. I was worried about you. I got another text. Somebody's commenting. Another big, avid viewer of this show, and I think he's even spoken to you for a couple of years ago.
Probably.
But the thing is, because you've been gracious enough to give me your time, and I truly appreciate it. And I love you to death for this, and I hope one day I can give you a super big hug. But life just brings us in different, circles.
Yeah.
Even though, we're hustling. You're trying to raise a child and do your job. It's hard.
It's really
It's
hard because he's
hard.
running around in the
He
other
is, but he's been super great. I think it was pretty funny though.
Oh, he would have done a lot more. He would, right, Dane?
I know, but
You want to
you
say
know what?
hi, Dane? Dane, say
Yeah.
hi one time. Come on.
Bring him in. Bring him in.
Come on, Dane.
Bring him in. Now he won't go. You watch.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Right.
Hey, he can't hear us because you got the earbuds in, but that's okay. Just tell him I said, he's been real great, and I love him for it too. So,
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Cute boy, you're gonna have your hands full. No boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, but listen. Again, I love you for doing this and being part of the show. You've been part of the show for so long. And again, if you want to reach Heather, right here, www.heathertheadvisor.com. She's amazing. She takes time on her own. Like I said, we're doing it from her home right now because she's trying to juggle. Yeah, well, whatever. I had
Because my thumb, I can't clean anything.
people said your kitchen looks cute. Heather in the kitchen. That's but you're doing great, and again, I love you for it, and thank you for giving us the time here, right here on Life of Peter G, the Peter G Show for Valentine's Day, and bringing some people. I think that you've probably served a few people, and they're going to bed tonight with a lot more confidence in their souls.
Let's hope so.
Sometimes everybody wants that affirmation, and it kind of sucks. But I get it. I'm one of those guys. I don't know where the hell I'm going to be, next week, but I just keep going. I have faith.
This world is a mess.
I could be doing this show. I keep telling people this show might be getting done from underneath a overpass pretty soon. You think I'm kidding? No. I'd love to tell you that I'm kidding, but I'll tell my creditors that, like, no way. Anyway, again, so thank you. And one more big look at Heather right there, and I'll let you go back to real life, and we'll talk tomorrow real quick. But thank you for getting everything together for me, because I know we had some issues last night, but
yes, they're all resolved now, thanks to Apple.
It worked. Well, Apple,
thanks to the Apple Store.
Thanks to you for making the effort to make it happen. Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
All right, I'll see you. Say bye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
There you go. Right there, folks. Hang on one second. Let's crank it up. Heather the Advisor, right here on this show. Again, guys, I know everybody wants to get read. Everybody wants, a reading. Everybody wants, to get on. I only have so much time. We were done and gone. We should have been done and gone 15 minutes ago. So I took all that, and I love you for trying. But all I can tell you is, in the future, I will have more of that. And if you subscribe to the show and pay attention, you can write me ahead of time, and maybe I can, work things out somehow or another, because I too am a big fan. Okay. I want to get read, but I left it to other people because they make this show. So thank you for paying attention. Truly mean that. Let's all take a sip, because I'm parched from all this. Smooth. Again, last shot. You can reach Heather at www.heathertheadvisor. She's not super expensive, folks. A couple of dollars, invest in yourself. That's all I can tell you. Take it with a grain of salt, but it's just guidance. A little bit of the way one of my people, Eleanor, we have a mutual person who is a medium, and I think she's amazing, but she's almost 90, and I'm having a hard time communicating with her nowadays because she's getting older. She should be retired by now, but she takes a few people here and there. And she told me years ago that she says, I just give you direction. So, just take it as direction, and go visit Heather at www.heathertheadvisor.com. All right. Direction. We all need direction. I'm grateful for the people in my life who have given me direction and still do, even at my age. Speaking of my age, next week, where are we? Next week is birthday week for me. That's right. And day before, on February 22nd, day after my birthday, my birthday's on the 21st. I used to not mention it, but I don't care anymore because I'm so grateful to be here. I'm blessed and lucky because a lot of people didn't make it this far. So I've made it this far. And if you're watching, I thank you. But next week, it's going to be just us. We're going to have open phone lines. You can say whatever you want, I think. If I'm lucky enough, I'm going to have my close and very close friend and personal, he's been through hell and high water with me when it comes to this show and every other friggin' ridiculous project I've done while I've been in LA for over these past 30 years. Well, he's been with me for like 20 something years. Pepsi's been with me for almost 25 years. Almost 25 years. Anyway, but I think I'm going to have him up close and personal right here. In-house commentation with me. The busiest man in no business is going to be with me. Hopefully next week, February 22nd, you're going to have this guy right here. That's right, the Pepster, I hope, on this show. So I want you to join me while we have a lot of fun. Should we survive the night before? And we're going to just make it a birthday week. How's that? Because life is short, so why not? And I want you to join me, okay? Just join me. I got a lot of stuff. I haven't done a show by myself to bitch about current events and things that have happened since before the beginning of December. So there's so many things. We'll never get to a bunch of stuff. But anyway, and then come March, the end of March or middle of March will be our 200th show, and that's going to be a doozy too. I'm proud of that fact. It's not easy doing this stuff. Even though there's almost 300 Peter G shows, we have almost we're coming up on, we're 5 shows away from the live shows, live, not pre-recorded. So I'm kind of proud of that. I am. I question myself. It's like, why the hell do I go through and put myself through all this? But I know why I go through all this, because I love you and I have a reason to be here. And my reason is to bring entertainment with a purpose to you. If I touch one soul per show, that's more than that. That's one, even though I know there's more than that. So I love you. I do. Don't forget, for those of you who watch the show, please go over to the YouTube Peter G Show YouTube channel and just hit the subscribe button, please. Just because I want to make a mark over there. And if you don't have time to watch the show, which I appreciate you watching, Google Peter G Show Podcast. We're on all 25 different platforms. I mean, Amazon Podcast, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the above. You can listen to the show while you're driving. Beep, beep. I like that. A lot of people like that. While you're at work, more than anything. You're at work, you can listen to. There's so many shows to choose from. And one thing I've learned is there's a category for everybody. This week, somebody is loving this show. Next week, they love that show because it pushes their buttons, because it hits close to home. It hits them in the heart, whether it's narcissism or surviving divorce and single parenting, or us telling a bunch of jokes, or, there's always something in there. And I try to bring that to you because I love you for doing that. But that's important to me. All right. So with that being said, just subscribe to YouTube and or listen to the Peter G Show on podcast, or watch the show live. And after the show's over, it lives on. You can watch it anytime on demand on one of the many different platforms. But so long as you're paying attention, let us know. And if there's something you want to see, tell me. I might be missing something. Believe me, I'm missing a lot of stuff. I'm missing a lot of stuff. But let me know. I'm so far over time now, and I don't care, because life is short, and let's make it happen. When I know something's happening, we stay happening right here on this show. So please make yourself present. Thank you for all that pay attention. I truly love and appreciate you. I do. And as for next week, I hope to see you. And thank you to my Clean Start Products with the DX1 driver for sponsoring me, knowing what I do, and still sponsoring me. I can't ask for much more than that. Actually, I can, but I'm happy and grateful to be here where we're at right now for this day. Next week's another show. All right. So as always, my name is Peter G. You're watching Life with Peter G, the Peter G Show. And as always, I love you guys. I truly do. Peace out.
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, divorce dad, single dad, divorce dad, single dad, Peter G Show.